Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to the session. Before we start off the session, there's a very important news for you. So first of all, happy New Year's in advance, and because the new year is coming, we are trying to give you a gift here. So the gift from Unacademy, your New Year's gift from Unacademy, is a 22% scholarship for everyone, because everyone who wants to study and anyone who wants to who is serious about their CLAT preparation will actually be really happy and will love this offer that we're giving you. So you get a 22% scholarship on your Unacademy subscriptions for the CLAT category when you take a subscription from 1st of January to 3rd of January. So in fact अभी from 12 AM जैसे ही 31st December खत्म होगा and 1st January officially start होगा, तो आपकी न्यू ईयर 2022 में फॉर द फर्स्ट 3 days यू आर गेटिंग अ 22% ऑफ ऑन ऑल ऑफ योर अनअकैडमी प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शंस. उसके लिए ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज़ यूज़ द कोड NLU लाइव. जब भी सब्सक्रिप्शन ले रहे हो उससे पहले NLU लाइव कोड अप्लाई करना, तो NLU लाइव कोड अप्लाई करने के बाद आपको 22% डिस्काउंट मिलेगा. सो असेंशली जैसे कि आपका सब्सक्रिप्शन वाला पेज है, तो जैसे ही सब्सक्रिप्शन खुलते हैं आपकी स्क्रीन पर, यहाँ पर बॉटम में एक और ऑप्शन होता है कोड अप्लाई करने का. तो ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज़ राइट NLU लाइव और उसको अप्लाई करना है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली ये सारे प्राइजेस चेंज हो जाएंगे. एंड देन जब आप नेक्स्ट पर क्लिक करोगे तो आपको डिस्काउंटेड अमाउंट पे करना पड़ेगा. सो रिमेंबर, इसको भूलना नहीं है, दिस इज़ NLU लाइव, दैट इज़ द कोड जिससे आपको 22% ऑफ मिलेगा, अदरवाइज नहीं मिलेगा. राइट. सो when you're getting this offer, what are you getting? Like, you know, how will you use it? Well, if you're a CLAT 2022 aspirant, सबसे पहले तो तुम्हारा जो नया बैच है वो 5th जनवरी को स्टार्ट हो रहा है. इट्स अ 3-month बैच फॉर CLAT 2022 एस्पिरेंट्स. भाइयों और बहनों, अब क्रैश कोर्स का टाइम आ चुका है आपके प्रेपरेशन में. अगर आप अभी तक अपना प्रेपरेशन स्टार्ट नहीं कर रहे हो CLAT 2022 के लिए, तो जेन्युइनली आप बहुत ज़्यादा लेट हो. हाई शालीन, गुड इवनिंग एंड हैप्पी न्यू ईयर टू यू टू इन एडवांस. नाउ CLAT 2023 एस्पिरेंट्स, आपका पेपर भी सिर्फ 12 महीनों के अंदर होने वाला है अब. सो यू डोंट हैव अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. सो 7 जनवरी से आपका नया बैच स्टार्ट हो रहा है. तो ये सारे बैचेस के लिए आप 3rd जनवरी तक ही सब्सक्रिप्शन लेके रख सकते हो, बिकॉज 22% ऑफ फिर नहीं मिलेगा ना 3rd जनवरी के बाद. एंड जो लोग DU LLB के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं उनके लिए भी 3rd जनवरी से एक 3-month बैच स्टार्ट हो रहा है. एंड इसके अलावा तुम्हें पता है ऑलरेडी अनअकैडमी में बहुत सारे ऐसे बैचेस हैं जो पहले स्टार्ट हो गए थे. जब तुम सब्सक्रिप्शन लोगे तो तुम उनकी रिकॉर्डिंग भी देख पाओगे. फ्यूचर में जो नए बैचेस आने वाले हैं उनको भी अटेंड कर पाओगे. तुम्हें एक नहीं 2 बैचेस अटेंड करने हैं, यू कैन डू दैट. तुम्हें इस एजुकेटर से नहीं किसी और एजुकेटर से पढ़ना है, यू कैन डू दैट. सो एसेंशियली आई होप यू ऑल नो दिस कि ऑन अनअकैडमी जो टॉप 10 NLUs हैं उनके ऑलमोस्ट 10 एजुकेटर्स आर देयर, और वो सारे एजुकेटर्स आपको आपके क्लैट प्रेपरेशन में हेल्प कर रहे हैं. टॉप 10 NLU से ग्रेजुएटेड कुछ लोग लीगल पढ़ा रहे हैं, कुछ लॉजिक पढ़ा रहे हैं, कुछ करंट अफेयर्स, कुछ इंग्लिश, कुछ क्वांट. लाइक वी आर ऑल ट्राइंग टू हेल्प यू प्रिपेयर फॉर क्लैट एंड क्रैक क्लैट. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल CLAT 2022 एस्पिरेंट्स का ये जो 3-month कोर्स है, इसमें आई विल बी टीचिंग यू. आई एम अ ग्रेजुएट ऑफ NLU पटियाला. माई नेम इज आयुषी राजपूत. राघवेंद्र वुड बी टीचिंग यू. ही इज अ ग्रेजुएट ऑफ NLU लखनऊ. प्रियांशु इज अ ग्रेजुएट ऑफ NLU बैंगलोर. एंड केशव इज अ ग्रेजुएट ऑफ NLU जोधपुर. एंड एट द सेम टाइम पूजा. सो अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल and you see multiple NLU alumni. Anyway, so other than that, you know that कि Unacademy में every 4th class is a doubt clearing session. You get GK and current affairs monthly magazines, revision sessions, practice sessions, mock tests, sectional tests. पूरी मॉक सीरीज, उनका एनालिसिस, सेक्शनल टेस्ट, उनका एनालिसिस, डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशंस एंड रेज हैंड फीचर ऑफ कोर्स, जहाँ पर आप अपने एजुकेटर्स से लाइव डिस्कशंस कर सकते हो ड्यूरिंग द क्लास, लाइक अ प्रॉपर कॉल ड्यूरिंग अ क्लास. Anyway, so since this is a class for vocab test, I will just quickly start the vocabulary test. Hi Satyam, good evening. Happy New Year in advance to all of you. So before I start the vocabulary test, I just want to remind you again, this is the offer that's going on. That will start actually. First, जैसे ही 1st जनवरी स्टार्ट होगा रात को 12 बजे से, तब से लेके 3rd जनवरी तक 3 दिनों के लिए 22% ऑफ है सारे अनअकैडमी सब्सक्रिप्शंस पर क्लैट कैटेगरी में. सो NLU लाइव कोड यूज़ करना है तुमको बस, और जब कोड अप्लाई करोगे तो तुम्हें 10% ऑफ की जगह 22% ऑफ मिलेगा. एंड लेट्स जस्ट स्टार्ट विद द क्विज नाउ. रिमेंबर दिस, डू नॉट फॉरगेट अबाउट दिस. अगर तुम सब्सक्रिप्शन ले रहे थे, लेना चाहते थे और तुम अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते थे, तो मुझे नहीं लगता तुम्हें इससे बेटर ऑप्शन पूरे इंडिया में कहीं भी मिलने वाला है. हम बार बार कोशिश करते हैं कि एजुकेशन को अफोर्डेबल बनाएं और एक्सेसिबल बनाएं. हम इतने सारे स्कॉलरशिप टेस्ट कंडक्ट करते हैं, लाइक आई कैन टेल यू, इवन शायद 2nd जनवरी को भी एक स्कॉलरशिप टेस्ट है. बट उसके अलावा भी दिस इज वॉट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू. वी आर ट्राइंग टू हेल्प एज मेनी स्टूडेंट्स एज पॉसिबल टू गेट एजुकेशन एट अफोर्डेबल प्राइजेस. So this is it, guys. Remember it, share it with your friends, and share the code also with your friends so that they know how to get the benefits. So the code would be NLU Live, and these are the new batches that are starting. 5th January CLAT 2022, 7th January CLAT 2023, and 3rd January DULLB. And yeah, so let's just start with the quiz. छोटा सा quiz है, उसको हम ख़त्म कर लेंगे, and उसके बाद आप लोग party कर सकते हो, New Year party. चलिए, so let's just start with the quiz, guys. Just a second. Alright, so this is the passage on your screen. और आप लोग पहले passage पढ़ लीजिए थोड़ा सा, because आपके passage से ही आपका question आने वाला है. I think ऐसे ठीक है, यहाँ पे आप लोग अच्छे से पढ़ पाओगे. थोड़ा और zoom कर सकते हैं. Okay. The Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs recently notified the imposition of anti-dumping duty on 5 products manufactured in China in order to safeguard domestic producers from lower-priced imports that the Directorate General of Trade Remedies has found as being dumped in the Indian market. This is essentially an editorial from the Hindu newspaper. I think it was published like just a few days ago, maybe 3-4 days ago. So if you've been reading the newspaper regularly, and if you've been reading the newspaper carefully, you must have come across this article. I'm going to ask you some words, meanings of some of the words from the passage itself. मैं ऐसे unnecessary आपसे रैंडम वोकैबुलरी नहीं पूछने वाली. मैं क्लैट पैटर्न के हिसाब से पैसेज बेस्ड वोकैब ही पूछने वाली हूँ आपसे. So this is the first line. Moving on, the items range from specific flat-rolled aluminum products for solar modules and silicon sealants used in the manufacture of solar photovoltaic modules to some chemicals, including a component of the refrigerant hydrofluorocarbon. In almost all the 5 products, the Commerce Industry Agency initiated its anti-dumping investigations in September 2020 and reached its final finding about 12 months later. CBIC's imposition of the anti-dumping levy for 5 years on these Chinese products is based on the DGTR's findings that their import constituted dumping, which was causing injury to local producers, and an ensuing recommendation that a protective duty was warranted. Now जो words red color से highlighted हैं, ये वो words हैं जिनका meaning मैं आपसे अभी पूछने वाली हूँ, या ये वो words हैं जिनका अभी आप quiz solve करोगे. So read these words carefully, full screen कर लो और आराम से इन words को पढ़ो और उन लाइनों को पढ़ो जहाँ पर ये words use हुए हैं. So DGTR's finding that their import constituted dumping, which was causing injury to local producers, and an ensuing recommendation that a protective duty was warranted. A remedy sanctioned by the WTO to protect a member country's domestic industry from imports that have been priced at levels below those prevailing in the exporting nation's home market. The anti-dumping duty has become one of India's most widely used trade weapons, especially against a flood of cheaper Chinese imports. As of February 2020, India has imposed anti-dumping measures on 90 Chinese products, with another 40 China-specific anti-dumping investigations in progress at the time, according to a reply made in Parliament by Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal. The use of the specific trade remedy, howsoever warranted, does, however, raise questions. A reflexive resort to the anti-dumping duty, again another word that I'll be asking you, Read the word carefully, try to understand the meaning. A reflexive resort to the anti-dumping duty, especially if the domestic applicant is a significantly large and relatively resilient manufacturer of the product, risk skewing the market dynamics in Indian companies' favor, with both downstream industries in the case of intermediate goods and consumers likely to face the consequences of reduced competition on final prices. Also, efforts to narrow the sizable trade deficit with China by targeted recourse to the levy have made little headway in addressing the widening gap, as imports have continued to largely outpace India's exports. So, reflexive resort, skewing, headway, outpace. These are another words that I will be asking you in the quiz. The effectiveness of the measure in providing timely relief to smaller domestic manufacturers facing an existential crisis on account of suspected dumping has also been undermined in the past by a less than swift process, with the DGTR hamstrung by a personal crunch. Swift and hamstrung, another two words that you need to focus on. With companies worldwide now seeking to de-risk their businesses from an excessive reliance on China in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, the prospect of more capacity in that country turning surplus and being used to produce goods for dumping overseas increases. Indian policymakers have their task cut out to bolster trade defenses in time. So this is the passage that we've gotten, and from the passage you can see the words that have been highlighted, and these are the words जिनका meaning मैं आपसे अभी पूछने वाली हूँ. So just read these three words here please. Ensuing, warranted and prevailing. इन तीनों को आराम से पढ़ लीजिए ज़रा. इनके पहले और इनके बाद के 2-3 सेंटेंसेस और जिन सेंटेंसेस में ये वर्ड यूज़ हुए हैं उनको भी पढ़ लीजिए. वहाँ से इनका मीनिंग गेस करने की कोशिश करिए. हाउ टू गेस द मीनिंग हम प्रीवियसली इस पर बहुत सारी क्लासेस ले चुके हैं और अनअकैडमी प्लस पे हम कंटिन्यूसली ये टॉपिक डिस्कस करते रहते हैं. So if you don't know how to do it, you can take an Unacademy Plus subscription. 1st January से 3rd January तक 22% off है Unacademy subscriptions पर, and you have to use the code NLU NLU Live, and that code will give you 22% off. रात को 12 बजे जैसे 1st January स्टार्ट होगा तब से लेकर 3rd January तक 22% discount on Unacademy subscriptions. So just focus on these three words here: ensuing, warranted and prevailing. Then I'll ask you the meanings of these words. Hi Mukul, good evening. Okay, so this is your question 1 on the screen. Let me zoom it a little further. Yeah. This is your question 1. You have to find the meaning of the following words. So first word is ensuing. So what according to you should be the meaning of the word ensuing? Option A, expert. Option B, superseding or followed by. Option C, disagreeing or accepting. Option D, suggestion. So not just the actual meaning of the word, but also the passage based meaning of the word. Alright, so your answer to question number 1 is actually option B. Ensuing means something that is superseding or that follows another thing. Like I said, read the passage carefully. तो उसको देखिए. This is the line. CBIC's imposition on the anti-dumping levy for 5 years on these Chinese products is based on DGTR's findings that their import constituted dumping. यहाँ से ध्यान से पढ़िए. Which was causing injury to local producers. and an ensuing recommendation that a protective duty was warranted. वो इंजरी हो रहा था और इस इंजरी के कारण ये recommendation follow हुआ कि हमें एक protective duty की ज़रूरत है. So the next word is warranted. So your second question here is, what is the meaning of the word warranted? A, needed or required. B, imposed. C, warranty. And D, opinion. Right, so the correct meaning of the word warranted is A, which is needed, or that it's required. Right, the third word is prevailing. You have these four options: forward, mitigating, ruling, existing और current. तो अभी prevailing की meaning को थोड़ा और अच्छे से assess करने के लिए we can go back to the passage, and this is the line where we see the word imports that have been priced at levels below those prevailing in the exported nation's home market. तो प्रिवेलिंग का जो यूज़ है वो आपकी स्क्रीन पर है. यहाँ से आप इसकी मीनिंग को गैस कर सकते हो, क्योंकि क्लैट में आपको पैसेज बेस्ड वोकैब ही आएगा, ऐसे ही वर्ड्स आएंगे जो पैसेज में यूज़ हुए हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आप उनको गैस कर पाओगे पैसेज को पढ़ के. एंड हियर इज द क्वेश्चन. प्रिवेलिंग, you have to find the meaning of prevailing, or you have to find a synonym of prevailing out of the four options: forward, mitigating, ruling, and existing or current. So the answer to question number 3 is D, which is existing or current. Next we have reflexive resort. These are the four options that we have: shining object, reflective, instinctive action, and solution. And here's the line of the passage where this word has been used: a reflexive resort to the anti-dumping duty, especially if the domestic applicant is a significantly large and relatively resilient manufacturer of the product, risk skewing the market dynamics in the Indian company's favor. You can also focus on the meaning of the word skewing at the same time, because after reflexive resort, skewing is the next word that I'm going to ask you. So just read this line and just try to focus on both the words, reflexive resort as well as skewing. Alright, taking you back to the questions. So this is your question number 4. The meaning or the synonym of the word reflexive resort: shining object, B, reflective, C, instinctive action, and D, solution. So the answer to question number 4 it's C, which means instinctive action. Reflexive resort matlab something that you do instantly, okay? Something that you do based on the reaction. It's an automatic reaction. So instinctive action. Then skewing. We've already read the sentence jahan par skewing use hua tha. So just try to find out the meaning or the synonym of the word skewing. Option A, skewers. Option B, charging or energizing. Option C, slowing. Option D, distorting or changing. Let me take you back to the line where the word was used. Here it is. Just read the relevant line and try to guess the meaning of the word. Okay, taking you back to the question, and these are the 4 options. So skewing actually means distorting or changing, balance खराब करना या किसी चीज़ को बदल देना. Next word is headway. These are the 4 options that you have. Option A, make stride. Option B, moving in the crowd. C, find way. And D, put effort. And this is how it's been used in the passage here. Alright, taking you back to the question. This is headway. These are the 4 options. Make stride, moving in the crowd, find way, put effort. So the meaning of the word headway is actually to make stride, to move forward, to, start and initiate something in a positive or in a forward direction. शुरुआत करना किसी चीज़ की और आगे बढ़ना. So it's make stride. Next word is outpace. These are the 4 options: outer space, surpass, supreme, and race. 4 options: outer space, surpass, supreme, and race. So outpace जो word है वो passage में यहाँ यूज हुआ है. तो इस लाइन को और इसके आसपास की लाइनों को आप पढ़ सकते हो और इसका मीनिंग गेस करने की कोशिश कर सकते हो. आउटपेस का मीनिंग हम ढूंढ रहे हैं. पैसेज में वर्ड कैसे यूज हुआ है आपकी स्क्रीन पर है. आउटपेस हाईलाइटेड है. उस लाइन को पढ़िए, उसके आसपास की लाइनों को पढ़िए, मीनिंग को गेस करने की कोशिश करिए. And taking you back, these are the 4 options: outer space, surpass, supreme, and race. सो आउटपेस का मीनिंग होता है एक्चुअली सरपास, किसी चीज़ से तेज़ निकल जाना, किसी चीज़ से जल्दी उससे आगे निकल जाना, उसको पीछे छोड़ के उसके आगे निकल जाना. सो सरपास करना. द नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज स्विफ्ट. द 4 ऑप्शंस आर स्लो, डिले, फास्ट एंड इंक्रीज. Swift, slow, delay, fast, increase. And this is how it's been used in the passage. The effectiveness of the measures in providing timely relief to the smaller domestic manufacturers facing an existential crisis on account of suspected dumping has also been undermined in the past by a less than swift process, with the DGTR hamstrung by a personal crunch. So less than swift process. So the 4 options are slow, delay, fast, and increase. And the answer to question 8 is option C. Swift here would be, something that is moving with a constant speed and something that's moving effectively. So therefore fast would be the answer. And slow, delay, and increase are not the correct answer. Question number 9 is hamstrung. The four options are shocked, banned, controlled, and crippled. The word is hamstrung. You have to find the meaning or the synonym of the word. The four options are shocked, banned, controlled, and crippled. And this is how the word has been used in the passage. Same line जहाँ पर swift use हुआ था. DGTR is hamstrung by a personal crunch. Okay, so finally, the answer to question number 9, hamstrung. What is the one word that is a synonym or that's, very close to the meaning of the word hamstrung? Shocked, banned, controlled, or crippled? And the answer is crippled. Hamstrung means when, basically we have a hamstring it's part of a vein or like a nerve in the body, or it's like a muscle in the body. या हम बोल सकते हैं tendon और nerves की तरह होता है, and it's near our feet towards the ankle. और जब वो break हो जाता है तो हम walk नहीं कर पाते, तो हम एक तरह से cripple हो जाते हैं. So hamstrung means cripple. ऊपर भी यूज हुआ है. lack of personal crunch ने जो डिपार्टमेंट है उसको हैमस्ट्रंग कर दिया है. मतलब डिपार्टमेंट को अगर 50 ऑफिसर्स की ज़रूरत है तो सिर्फ 5 ऑफिसर्स हैं, और ऑफिसर्स की कमी के कारण डिपार्टमेंट अच्छे से काम नहीं कर पाता, तो वो क्रिपल्ड हो गया है एक तरह से. सो हैमस्ट्रंग इज सिनोनिमस विथ क्रिपल्ड. 10th and the last word is bolster. The four options are bolden, shatter, strengthen, or stinging. Bolster. The options are bolden, shatter, strengthen, and stinging. And this is how bolster is used in the passage. The last line, Indian policymakers have their task cut out to bolster trade defenses in time. Okay, so that's the word bolster. Indian policymakers have the task cut out to bolster trade defenses in time. And we go towards the options, which are bolden, shatter, strengthen, and stinging. So according to the passage, as per the usage in the passage, which of the following could be a synonym or could be a close meaning to the word bolster? So the correct option here is option C, which is strengthen. So bolster actually means strengthen, किसी चीज़ को improve करना, better बनाना और ताकतवर बनाना. So bolster actually means strengthen. So this is it. And even in the passage it's used in the same way कि अब Indian policy makers जो हैं उनका task ये है कि उनको इंडिया के ट्रेड डिफेंसेस को और स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाना है और bolster करना है. So that is the meaning of the word strengthen. So this is it, guys. This is all about vocabulary. So basically whenever you're reading any article or any passage, just make sure that you're also focusing on the new words that you can learn from. Shatter मतलब किसी चीज़ को तोड़ देना, टुकड़े टुकड़े कर देना, break करना. So make sure you are also focusing on the new words that you can learn from the passage. So even from one random article, we are able to learn approximately 10 new words. So similarly, whenever you're reading the newspaper, your newspaper can become a very effective source for your vocabulary preparation also. So anyway, before we end the session, just another gentle reminder that if you know anyone who wants to take a subscription, and if you know anyone who couldn't afford a subscription, this is the best opportunity for them. They're getting a 22% scholarship. Everybody is getting a 22% scholarship from 1st to 3rd January. When they take an Unacademy Plus subscription and when they use the code NLU Live. So 31 दिसंबर जैसे ही ख़त्म होगा, 1 जनवरी रात को 12 बजते से ही अगले दिन 3 जनवरी तक, सॉरी नेक्स्ट 2 days 3 जनवरी तक, you can get a 22% discount on Unacademy subscriptions when you use the code NLU Live. These are the new batches: 5th January 2022 new batch, 7th January 2023, 3rd January DULLB, and different subscription months: 6 month, 3 month, 9 month, 12 months. If you are a CLAT 2022 aspirant, you can go for a 3-month subscription. If you are a CLAT 2023 aspirant, you can go for a 12-month subscription. If you are a CLAT 2024 aspirant, you can go for a 24-month subscription. And for all of these subscriptions, NLU Live code will give you not a 10% discount but a 22% discount from 1st January to 3rd January 2022. So this is it, guys. This is going to be the end of the session. Hope to see you all in the next class. Bye bye everyone, and wish you a happy new year very much in the advance. Hope you all had a great time, and also just hope that you all clear CLAT.